Welcome! Today we're going to make book page poetry in honor of National Poetry Month and Earth Day. We're going to use the pages of discarded library books as our background. And then we're going to take Mod Podge and stick a poem onto the book pages. Then you let it dry overnight and you have your book page poetry creation. Let's get started. Let's get started with our book page poetry. First thing you're going to need are these printouts, which should be in your take-home kit. This printout is of the earth and a portion of a poem called Remember by Joy Harjo. These are some printouts of embellishments that you can add to your canvas. That's completely optional. You can add some of them, all of them, or none of them. This is just to add to the canvas and make it look pretty. Here are some more embellishments. In your take-home kit, you should also have a discarded library book. These are books that are discarded by the library because they're no longer in circulation. You will also find a foam paintbrush and a container of Mod Podge in your take-home kit. Finally, you should have a canvas. The only supply that you'll need from home is a scissor. Our first step will be to remove pages from the discarded library book. You can look through the book and pick any pages that you like. It can be just words. If there are pictures in the book, you can pick a page with pictures. You just need enough pages to cover the canvas. I'm going to pick a few pages and just rip them out because we actually want a little bit of a jagged edge on the page. It actually looks a little bit more artistic. Although it is difficult to rip pages out of a book, just remember that these are discarded books from the library. If you don't want to rip pages out of this book, you can try to find an old magazine or a really old book in your house that's in very bad shape and you don't mind ripping pages out of. So let's begin. See how it has jagged edges? I've ripped out several pages from my book. After you've ripped out the pages, you can decide if you'd like to use the whole page or just part of the page. Now we're going to start applying the ripped book pages to our canvas. Open up the container of Mod Podge that's in your take-home kit. Dip your paintbrush into the Mod Podge and just start applying it to the entire canvas. You can apply a nice thick layer. I've covered half of the canvas with Mod Podge. I'm going to start applying my pages. You can place them however you like. You can place them straight, crooked. You can place them on top of each other, layer them, however you like. As you layer the pages on top of each other, you can apply Mod Podge on the pages that are already on the canvas. That way, the new pages that you apply will stick. So just keep ripping up your pages and layer them onto the canvas. Just keep filling your canvas with different book pages. As you layer them, just keep layering Mod Podge onto the pages. I took my printout of the earth and the poem and cut them. Then I placed them onto the canvas using Mod Podge. Finally, I applied a layer of Mod Podge on top of the cutouts. Now, you can get creative. You can just cut these out and place them wherever you like. I cut out the embellishments that I'd like to use, and I'm going to place them throughout the canvas. Just take the Mod Podge and apply it to the back of each embellishment and place it wherever you like. Apply a generous layer of Mod Podge over the entire canvas one more time. Just apply the Mod Podge gently so you don't pull any of the cutouts off of the canvas. Now, let this dry overnight. Once the Mod Podge dries, it will no longer be white. It will just be a shiny, clear layer. Here is our finished product. I hope you enjoyed making book page poetry.